Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my pre-Fear the Walking Dead Season 2 returning, Episode 8. Fear Returns Tonight video! Oh man, so very excited for the return of Fear tonight, guys. Of course, it's going to be a bit until The Walking Dead returns, but we do have Fear the Walking Dead. We still have episodes 8 through 15 of this season to go through, so we still have quite a bit coming from Fear. And then, of course, when it wraps up, we'll be getting right into the start for The Walking Dead Season 7, which is really the main course, is what it's all about. But that said, I mean, Fear has been really good. I've got Season 1 on DVD right there, Blu-ray. Man, I just I enjoy Fear a lot. It's definitely a lot of fun, and okay, maybe the characters are not as engaging yet as they are in The Walking Dead. We don't have like a Rick, I would say, for Fear. Yet at least nobody who we as viewers, most of us, would care about as much as like Rick or some of the other characters that are in The Walking Dead. But hey, man, it's something good to watch. I'm excited for it tonight, and of course we'll be doing the review as usual and the predictions for the following week after it airs. So, episode 8, Grotesque. We've seen the promos for it. We've seen everything for it, the description for the episode, and we'll go through the descriptions because we got descriptions for 4 of them, episodes 8 through 11. Grotesque, it says, Nick's steadfast search for answers leads him into a deadly dog-eat-dog landscape, and a dark piece of his past is uncovered. So I'm thinking like a dark piece of his past uncovered. I'm thinking that might be something, maybe he hallucinates or something, or he has some kind of flashback or something like that. Because of him being out in the sun and everything like that. You can maybe not having enough to drink, enough to eat, and kind of losing his mind a little bit. Walking with the zombies, walking with the walkers, maybe kind of losing a little bit of his head. And then of course we see in the trailer that he does somehow meet a new group of characters that don't seem to be too fond of them, at least some of them, because you got the machete on the hand part, which is really scary. And yeah, man, it just looks really good. And I like the title name too, Grotesque, because it fits in exactly with the look of the episode. And I'm excited for it. The environments look really good, and that's one of the best parts about Fear. Things I like the most about Fear is that with The Walking Dead, a lot of times we get really set in one type of environment. We only get to see the zombie apocalypse from a certain angle or a certain point of view, where they film, of course, in Georgia and that. And Fear has allowed us to see some pretty cool environments, and you can see from the promo shots, getting to see Nick in Mexico and everything, and on the roads and everything. A lot different from what we're used to in the regular Walking Dead. We of course had the Abigail, we had the water and everything, which was cool too, and the beaches and stuff. This is all totally new. If we didn't have Fear, we wouldn't be able to see any of this stuff. So it's really cool. So we have that. So that's episode 8. Episode 9, Los Muertos, I believe it translates to the Day of the Dead. And I love that one because, Day of the Dead is my favorite zombie apocalypse movie, I'd have to say, out of all the Romero films and everything. Day of the Dead is my absolute favorite. Greg Nicotero is actually in it, which is pretty funny too, in Day of the Dead. And there's the Bub zombie and all kinds of awesome stuff in that. And Bub made an appearance in The Walking Dead in a tunnel they go through in season 4, late half season 4. There's Bub Zombie in there, so it's pretty cool that they did one like that. And also even the posters and stuff for Fear really remind me of Day of the Dead. It's great. You can actually watch all of Day of the Dead on YouTube. You just type it in the engine, Day of the Dead, if you want something to watch for a couple hours, and you can watch the whole zombie movie. It's good. Like it's really good, and it's really cool. Check it out. Dr. Tongue is in it, one of the best zombies ever. He's missing all this part of his face, so his tongue just hangs out all the time. His name's Dr. He looks like a professor. He looks like one of my professors from university. Dr. Tongue is pretty cool. I got a figure of him. So Los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. After the fall of the compound, Madison, Strand, and others forge a tenuous path forward. Meanwhile, Nick is recruited for a perilous assignment. So it sounds like maybe Grotesque is mostly focused on Nick for the most part of the episode, and the promos would also back that up. And then Los Muertos sounds like it's going to have more of, Madison and company and her small group right now, and then Nick possibly, go back to him. Then episode 10, we have Do Not Disturb, and it says, Travis struggles to connect with Chris while searching for shelter. Meanwhile, Alicia meets a lonely woman with a bloody past. So really a lot of skipping around here, and again with the locations and stuff, that's cool because they're each going to have their own individual environments and their own spots. We see that Madison and the others look like they're at a hotel or something, which is pretty cool. There's like a bar and stuff like that, which almost reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. That's funny too. There's another tie-in too. I did a review for Shaun of the Dead too. If you see that, you want to see my review, it's in the channel, guys. If you've never seen it, that's a classic zombie movie. Maybe the best, even though it's like a parody comedy type deal, but it's still. Shaun of the Dead is really fun. And it reminds me of that for some reason. Travis struggles to connect with Chris, so of course, because Chris is losing his mind, while they're searching for shelter and just bare bones scraping by, Alicia meets a lonely woman with a bloody past. So not too much to say about that, aside from the fact that, of course, we know that Alicia and Madison and the others, Strand and that, they do meet some people in the trailer. We can see some other people there. So maybe starting to form their own kind of group, their own kind of camp, so to speak, at the hotel. Fortify, maybe. I think that would be really cool to see. And it's a cool location to see as well, too. Because, again, we haven't seen anything like that, really, in The Walking Dead for our group. We've had the prison, we had the farm, we had Alexandria, but never really like a hotel. The closest thing would be Dawn and the cops, right? Probably closest with the police precinct or whatever that is. Is it hospital, right? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Yeah. Yeah, it's hospital, that's right. Okay, so then that's episode 10, Do Not Disturb. And then episode 11, the last one we have is Pablo and Jessica. Alicia and Madison work to unite two competing factions. Meanwhile, Nick draws upon skills from his past to take on a new role at the Colonia. So it actually looks like you've got each one, maybe the group won't, recombine very early on this half. Maybe it will be closer to the end of this half before they actually find each other. And actually, based on where everybody's spread out and everything, I wouldn't even be surprised if, Travis and Chris maybe were on their own until next season or something, or by the finale, maybe they find each other again or something. Really cool stuff, man. So that's really all I got to say. You guys can check out the descriptions yourselves. I think they're from TV Guide. Somebody, Jon Snow Rules, sent them to me. So thanks for sending me those, Jon Snow Rules. And yeah, check them out for yourselves, guys, and write it in the comments below what you think we're going to see from them. And of course, we'll see you back tonight, of course, for the review after Fear. So really excited. Can't wait to see it. And just happy to have something Walking Dead related on right now compared to previous years when Fear didn't exist yet. That'll be it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget to thumb it up below. Please thumb it up, guys. Always appreciate it. If you got a Facebook, you can also like the Facebook page, Travis Chan 2 page on Facebook, and then you get the video updates, sync, and everything. And of course, you can subscribe at the bottom left if you're new. See you back tonight, guys. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later.